Facing more than $1 billion in settlements with thousands of sex crime victims, the Boy Scouts of America has announced it will indeed file for bankruptcy, but that doesn't mean that it's going away.
This move will allow it to pay out settlements without fighting each individual case in local civil courts. It impacts dozens of survivors in Atlanta. Caitlin Ross talked to an attorney representing a lot of those survivors. Caitlin.
Yeah, they feel like this really isn't going to be justice for the local victims here. Darren Penn said this is a sad day for his clients who had hoped to have their allegations heard by a jury in front of a judge. He said all victims of childhood sexual abuse deserve justice.
It is a lifetime of suffering.
Attorney Darren Penn has been working with alleged victims of Boy Scouts of America's sexual abuse for years. Their cases had been argued and were moving forward in local civil courts when late this afternoon they were all removed.
Think about all of the survivors in the state of Georgia that now have to actually go to Delaware if they want to seek any kind of redress.
Go to Delaware because that's where the Boy Scouts of America filed for bankruptcy. He says if the victims want compensation, they'll have to all fight the case there.
So I think it's a sad day for all survivors of this kind of abuse.
The Boy Scouts of Atlanta is a separate organization, and in a statement told 11 Alive, the Atlanta Area Council has not filed for bankruptcy. Meetings and activities, district and council events, other scouting adventures, and countless service projects are taking place as usual. In short, there should be no change to the local scouting experience. They've taken proactive steps to protect scouts, including always having two deep leadership, prohibiting one-on-one contact, always having separate sleeping and bathing arrangements, and sticking to strict media guidelines. Penn says the organization as a whole has taken a lot of steps to protect kids now, but says it should still be held accountable for any abuse that happened on its watch.
The Boy Scouts of America is a huge, enormous organization, and it's not going anywhere.
He said now that the cases have all been combined to move to bankruptcy court, there will be a strict deadline for when survivors can come forward. Penn says many people wait, not knowing whether they're ready to come forward. He says this move will take that decision away from them if they want any compensation for the alleged crimes.